Hello gurus, welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. We're still making lots of gains even though Bitcoin is pulling back, which is normal on a Sunday for Bitcoin on the weekend to have low volume. It's pulling back a little bit, but it's showing massive strength by not pulling back much, which is incredible. We're going to trade Bitcoin. I'm going to show you my trades, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB. If I have enough time, we'll see through the video. Hit the subscribe button, join 78,000 people, smash up thumbs up button down there on your phone, push the algorithm, and join us in the free Telegram group. The link is down below. You can talk to, now it's 5,500 traders in that Telegram. It's for free and they're all talking together. I'll show you some of that as well. Let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going technicals. I still have open on Bitcoin and BNB. This is the Bitcoin charts on the 4-hourly. Again, we zoom out on the weekly, and you can see on the weekly charts, this is the top 69K November 2021 when I called the day of the top. This is down to the bottom when it came at 15,500. You can see the Bitcoin indicator bot, which you get in the master course, crypto master course, fired a buy exactly on the bottom at 15,200. Calling it perfectly on the weekly. Stochastic still extremely oversold and heading up. On the monthly, it's just beginning. The stochastic only now turned up, which is very interesting. Extremely oversold on the monthly. When we go closer on the daily, we're playing out in this big pattern. It's called a descending triangle, this one here. And you can see here descending triangles build up pressure, and I talked about this for months, and they break out around 70% of the move to the upside towards 25,000. And that's exactly what happened for Bitcoin. It broke out exactly like I predicted. We go into the 4-hourly, you can see that big breakout. It's bull flagging now. It's on this rising kind of, I would say, rising parabolic trend line. It's overbought, but it's still heading up, and it looks like a huge bull flag or bullish pennant. And if this bullish pennant plays out, we still got some big moves for Bitcoin, taking us this distance as well on the bullish pennant towards 25K. And you can actually see when we zoom out that 25K, 21K was the big resistance, 21,300. How did I know that was a big resistance? And it hit it exactly. Look at this. Bitcoin literally touched 21,300. Why? Because we had these big resistances back here going back for months. And you can also see here that back at this point, we had some big resistances there. So that's how we knew. Now, how do we know 25K is a big resistance? You can see here that back in August, Bitcoin touched 25K, and that's before the big FTX crash or Luna crash, and then big drop after 25K. So you can see at that point there, we have a big resistance as well. So that's the next big resistance for Bitcoin, and it's heading there. We're also formed, the buy indicator on the daily fired a buy perfectly, and you can see we're forming a big cup and handle here, a very big cup and handle, that if it pulls back and plays out, it could pull back to 19,300, but that would be an extremely bullish move to the upside. Also 25K would be the target. Let's go closer, 4-hour bullish pennant playing out. On the hourly, we go closer. Hourly, we've got also this symmetrical triangle. It's slightly broke to the downside, but it is still trying to hold on here on the downside. It's still looking bullish because Bitcoin, even after that 20% movement, no big pullback, which is interesting. And it looks like a huge bullish pennant. So I do expect that we still will be breaking out towards the head 25K. But you can see literally this green line at 21,300. Bitcoin exactly touched it on that big run up. I had that line there, that resistance from a while ago. It touched it and pulled back. If this breaks out here, I would be going long here on Bitcoin from the parabolic line. From this line here is where I would open the long. Then we can get that next target, 25K would be the big resistance. So where I would open a long, if you haven't right now, in the 15 minutes, let's go closer. We're overbought as well, heading up though. But I would still open a long from that parabolic line. You can do it from here, but it most likely can have a pullback to 20,700. I'd put the stop underneath these resistances and the take profit at 25,000. That's where I would go long on Bitcoin. And stop loss below this support here. So you can see that's the trade that I'll take. 10.7 risk to reward ratio trade, risking $474 to make $5,100. Risking $474 to make $5,100 without leverage. With 10x leverage, that'll be $51,000 of profits. And this is my trade setup. With 20x leverage, that's $102,000 of profits on this trade. And that's my trade setup. How you read my trade setups, this is the stop loss, the red, where the trade will automatically close, and it will automatically close at 19,698. That's where the trade will automatically close. The gray line is where the trade will open. The trade will open at 20,173, and the take profit is up here on the green, 25,254. So this is the take profit. This is where the trade opens, and this red line down here is where the stop loss hits. And you can also see them on the side. 19,698 is the stop loss, 20,173 is the take open, and 25,000 is 254 is where the trade will automatically take profits. And if you want to trade, under the video here in the description of the video, so down below in the description of the video, these are some of the students' gains I'll show you in a minute. Big congratulations to all of you. Underneath the video in the description down below, you can go down below and sign up to Bybit. That's where I'm doing my trades on. Bybit is the second biggest amount of liquidity to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, etc. In the description or pinned comment, go down, sign up to Bybit. You can get $30,000 of bonuses when you sign up using that link. That's the main exchange that I'm trading on using this link. It's a limited time only. You can also buy MCRT on there. You can take the crypto master course. Many students have been joining the crypto master course lately. More than 7,000 students, where I teach you how to do all this, how to trade, how to do technical analysis. And you can join the free Telegram Trade Alerts group. It's a free group with thousands of members in there. These links are all in the description. So once you click this and sign up to Bybit, it'll open this Bybit account. In here, my trades are still open. I've got an $8,692 trade on Bitcoin, up 440%. Where else can you get 440% in 2 days? This is what I'm talking about. 8,700. It's a $40,000 Bitcoin trade. I've got 3,152 profits on this BNB trade, up 318%. In this account, I have 205,000 US dollars in this trading account. I've got 5.4 Bitcoin. I've got 8.5 million MCRT. I've got 9,500 USDT. I've got 4.1 Ethereum, some Uniswap. I'm going to buy more MCRT and some more Bitcoin. So I'm going to buy another $1,000 worth of MCRT here. You have to do your own due diligence. This is what I am doing with my own money. I've been buying almost $1,000 a day of MCRT, and I'm going to buy some more Bitcoin here. Even though usually I'm buying around $3,000 or $2,000, $3,000 daily of Bitcoin, but I'll buy another $1,000 here because we could have a little pullback to that support. But this is spot trade, so this is more for the long-term holds. Confirm. So those trades are executing on MCRT and Bitcoin. They've already been added to the account. So now you can see I've got almost 5.5 Bitcoin in this account, 8.6 million MCRT. And these are the gains from the students. This is the free Telegram group. This is the free Telegram alerts group. And you can see here that we've got many people that are still... Thank you, James. Yesterday, I took my profit from $3.40. I made $104. So he made $104 from $3.40. Where else can you make from $3.40? $140. And many students, you can see here, this student made $53 on BNB, 56%, and you can just see pages and pages. This is from just yesterday. Many people making thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars. I'll show you some of this student slightly down on his trades. And it's just pages here. If you go through, you can check out some of the students' gains on this chat room. This student 247%, 1,300%, $640, and there's many gains here from students. This student slightly down, $8, and you can check that out. I've got screenshots here actually of some of the students' gains. This is from the students from the last few days. So we've got, yesterday I made a few $1,000, 204,000. I made $200,000 yesterday as well. $202,000 on this account. This student made $16,000 in the Telegram. This student made 707%. This student made $7,000. Oh no, $7. This student made $3 profit. This student $1,800. These are all people from the Telegrams. This student making $306, 105%. This student $224. I had a few $200,000 each day the last week, so $1 million I think in the last week. This student $1,000, 1,000%. This student $57, 792%. Thanks, James, for your amazing crypto signals. I bought your crypto course yesterday and I'm going through it. What are your thoughts on changing stop loss on this open Bitcoin trade? Always set your trades as we did here. You can see that I've already set the trade. The take profit, the stop loss, and the trade open are already set before I enter the trade. I have a reason for my trades, and I very rarely modify it unless I think the trade can run longer. Then I'll increase the take profit, but very rarely do I modify the stop loss. And you can see some of the students' gains. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I predicted, I think more than a few weeks ago, that this is a falling wedge on Bitcoin. And you can see here the falling wedge on Bitcoin usually plays out like this. So if we have this big rebound, we should be going to 25,000, and that played out perfectly well. And you can just see many gains. This student 279%, just gains and gains. And this is the last week. This is just some screenshots from the last week from students. Love you, James. I just used your technique on Sol. I've made less than an hour, $145. 136%. You can just see hundreds of students making mega gains, which is beautiful. Let's go into BNB now, because I want to keep tracking BNB, and we'll try to go into Ethereum as well. So now going into BNB. BNB also kind of looking bullish, pull back to a support here. I mean, the major support is opening at 280, but right now it looks quite on a support, and on the hourly it's oversold. On the 4 hourly it's coming down. It's on a big support here actually on BNB. We've got a lot of support here. I would actually I had the trade to open at 280, but I would move this trade open to here because we have a lot of support here. This is the trade that I would take on BNB. We have a big resistance at $334. That's the next big resistance. That's a 10 risk to reward ratio on BNB. That's the trade that I'll take on BNB if you haven't opened a trade yet. Opening at 283, stop loss 279, take profit at 334, 17% without leverage. With 20x leverage, that'll be 300% profits, which is beautiful. That's the trade that I would take on BNB, which you can also see there. Let's go into Ethereum. Ethereum broke out perfectly out of this big descending, this symmetrical wedge that I talked about. It played out perfectly. And that target of the breakout, I talked about this. We opened the trade on Ethereum back when it was 1,300, now 1,500. The target for the Ethereum trade is 2,400. So still quite a big movement. That trade is, let's see where I would open Ethereum trade if not opened yet. It's bull flagging. I would open a trade exactly where we are. So that trade from before is beautiful. Let's move that into profits, and where I would open the next trade is here on Ethereum. So I'll go long from here, stop loss just underneath, very little risk to reward in case it pulls back and cancels the trade, and the take profit will be the same target. So I'm risking 44 risk to reward ratio trade, risking $20 to make $920 without leverage. With 10x leverage, $9,200. With 20x leverage, $18,000 of profits, which is beautiful. That's the trade I would take on Ethereum. And come and join us in that Telegram group. You can see here there's inside the Crypto Guru alerts. We have 5,800 members in here, and you can see some trades that I talked about. You can see gains from students. This was my gains yesterday: 202,000, 203,000, 9,200, 3,800 mega gains, and nearly every day. And you can just see trades and information from students. MCRT has also been running up. I'm the founder of MCRT. You can get it on Bybit. It was up 4% yesterday, which is beautiful. And the last 7-day chart looking incredible. Pay attention to MCRT. You have to do your own due diligence, but the Web3 systems come out on January 20th. This was on January 14th, 41,000. Actually, that day ended up quite over 200,000 as well. These are some gains from students. You can see many gains from students in that video as well. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have an amazing day. That's what I think is happening on Bitcoin, BNB, and Ethereum. Hit the subscribe button, smash up thumbs up button, learn to trade, take the Crypto Master course, join us in the Telegram. Love you all. Big congratulations this week. More than $1 million worth of gains this week, and many students making millions all combined, even tens of millions. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.